Hey guys, it's Ro. Today we are going to be turning banned toys into cakes, but there's going to be a twist. I'm going to have to incorporate nostalgic candies. A lot of you have been tagging me in Mary Allison videos. She is another very fun baker on YouTube, and that makes my heart happy. The world does not have enough bakers. I absolutely adore her, and I am excited to take on the challenge. I've never done something like this. So my team did a little shopping, and they are going to be surprising me with a banned toy and some nostalgic candy, and my challenge is to combine them and make them a cake.
Go ahead and open your eyes.
Okay. Oh my, I remember this. I think it's like you like pulled his teeth, like you were a dentist and you'd pull the crocodile's teeth. I had this toy growing, yes, this was banned. Crocodile Dentist was released in 1990. A 90s toy. The goal of Crocodile Dentist is to take turns pressing down on the plastic teeth from the crocodile's toy mouth and avoid being the one getting bitten. It's basically a child's version of Russian roulette. Okay, team, we're being a little dramatic. I wouldn't say this is the same as Russian roulette, but okay. The safety of the game came under scrutiny, so the inventor was told to tweak the length and speed of the crocodile's lunging motion so that the toy would not cause eye injuries. Oh my gosh. Earlier versions of the game required the player to remove the teeth with a pair of pliers. That's what I did. This was changed to avoid having small loose parts that are choking hazard to children. Yeah. Don't eat the teeth. You open it up. You lose.
What a fun game.
Win. You're the new pet in my family. We'll name you Pickles. My team has put together this mystery candy box. Fun dip. Ooh, cherry flavored. Lick-a-stick. That's what it's called. Like that. This is just sugar. I mean, it's flavored sugar, it's cherry sugar, but I wonder if I could replace in a cake recipe the regular granulated sugar with this sugar, and it would be like a fun dip flavored cake that looks like pickles. Let's try it. I made the cake by replacing part of the sugar in my vanilla cake recipe with the Fun Dip powder. I also added a little bit of red food coloring for a pop of color to the milk. All I had to do was cream together the butter and sugar for a few minutes to light and fluffy, then add my eggs and alternate adding my dry and wet ingredients. I poured all of the cake batter into a baking sheet, spread it flat, and then popped it in the oven. I used a template to help me cut out the cake pieces for the body and the bottom mouth of the crocodile. I stacked and filled the cake until it roughly matched my template. I let the cake completely chill before carving. Then I carved the body of the cake to match my template perfectly and crumb coated the whole thing. I kneaded some cake scraps together to make cake pop dough to sculpt the nose and the top of the crocodile mouth and crumb coated the whole thing. Then I placed 3 boba straws into the inside of the mouth. This will support the top of the mouth later. Our crocodile cake is coming together, and now I'm gonna pipe a little bit of red buttercream icing. I'm gonna get all here. I'm also gonna put a little bit of buttercream. Now this isn't the mouth, but it's gonna be the side so that the fondant can stick to it. The cake has chilled, and after it chilled, I really smoothed out the red icing using a spatula. And then for the back, I piped bloop, 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 little like logs of icing, and then again using a spatula after it chilled, just shaped those logs to be a little bit more pointed to look like the design on the back of the crocodile. So I rolled out some green fondant in front of me, and the first piece we're gonna lay on the back of the crocodile. Okay, once you've got the back like that, then we can gently press down the sides. This is looking good. Before I cut off the excess, I'm just gonna quickly cover the top of the crocodile's mouths before anything hardens. We don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna just take this second piece. We're just gonna take a small cutting knife and cut off the excess all the way around. Peel away. Now we're gonna put a strip of green fondant all the way around the bottom of his mouth. We want a little bit of red to show because he's got his mouth open. And then on this side, we're just gonna cut off the excess. Let's put his mouth together. This is where those boba straws really come in handy because they're gonna be giving us some extra support right under here. So I'm just gonna gently press down. Look at that. Last piece of fondant that I need to roll out is just a rectangle strip that will go over the eyeballs. And using a metal tip, I'm just gonna place a little indent. So not pressing in all the way, but enough to make a line. I'm gonna do that on the other side. I've got everything in stages in here so you can see all the steps because there's a lot of little details. The little feet, look, see? Stuck these two together and then just shaped these into looking like little claws. Then for the mouth, just rolled out a strip of red fondant in a semicircle shape and a little bit of white fondant to look like the little upper teeth. Look how cute. Just stuck those on there using a little painting brush and a little bit of water. Then for the eyes, they were really detailed, so I printed out a picture and used it as a template. This is what they look like when they're all done. But how cute is that? Like, do I look like the Crocodile Dentist?
Just like him.
And just rolled out some black fondant and cut out the little nostrils. And last but not least, we cannot forget the lick-a-sticks. I use these for the bottom teeth, like the teeth in the game. You want to use a serrated knife. Serrated just means it looks like it's got teeth. So you want to kind of saw it like bread. That's how you got your little crocodile teeth. I've got some royal icing in a small piping bag, and now I'm gonna assemble all of our decorations. I'm gonna start with his feet. For the upper teeth, I'm gonna put them in kind of like dentures. So I made this out of cardboard. It's just a little cake plate, but it's to help put them in. I really feel like a dentist, you guys. This is gonna be funny. So press all the way back and hold up. Ah, it worked. All right, now I'm gonna stick on the eyes and the little nostrils. Last but definitely not least, the bottom teeth. All right, little crocodile, now I'm gonna take this tooth and I'm just gonna shove it right in here. Oh, it's a little tricky to get in there, but we're gonna do it. There we go. Look at that. And then the last step is to steam it. Ta-da! And there you have it. Here is our Crocodile Dentist cake with a fun dip cake recipe. Nom, 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 nom. Look at all the little lick-a-stick teeth. They were perfect. Let me know in the comments down below, how did I do? Rank it 1 to 5 stars. So I'm gonna cut first a slice in the back because I just wanna see what we're working with. All right, cherry fun dip cake with vanilla buttercream. Oh wow, that's really good because the vanilla cake is the main flavor, but you get hints all over the palate of that fun dip. I'm gonna play it the original way, you guys, which was pulling the teeth out. Didn't bite me. Moving on to the next cake. Furbies, these are banned? What did you do? I always thought these were creepy. My sister got one and she would talk to it and put it to sleep and all this stuff. And I was like, that thing looks like that movie Little Gremlins, like those little, and there's just, it's not that they're evil. It's just there's a lot of them. And it's like, they're like, what are they doing? What are they thinking? You better behave or I'll put you back in that box. My team told me that they found this Furby on eBay. It's from 2006. And Furbies, the toys, were released in 1998. Furbies were so wildly popular that 40 million were sold. Is it sleeping? Yes, I'm reading you a nighttime story. In January 1999, the NSA banned Furbies? That's hardcore. Like, that's national security. What? Ban Furbies from entering NSA's property due to the concerns that they may be used to record and repeat classified information. The NSA thought that Furbies had an artificial intelligence chip that could learn from things the user said. I thought the same thing, NSA. The owner of Furbies responded saying Furby has absolutely no ability to do any recording whatsoever. Well, tell government secrets to your Furby at your own risk. I have no idea. All right, let's see what nostalgic candy we're gonna use. Into the mystery box we go. Oh. Oh. I love this bubble gum. This is bringing back so many happy memories. Look at that, everybody. I love it. Oh my gosh. My sister and I used to do this. We used to go like this and go, and then we would have bubble blowing contests. Damn it. You gotta chew it for a while. There's many ideas. One comes to mind. We could put this, just draw caution tape all over this and just wrap it around. And we're like, be careful, everybody. NSA was worried. Maybe you should be too. Maybe Furby's blowing a bubble? All right, I got some ideas. Let's get baking. I decided to make this Furby a vanilla cake with vanilla Swiss buttercream. I stacked and filled my cakes, and I also made sure that it roughly matched my template. I let the cake chill completely before carving. Then I carved the cake to match my templates and crumb coated the whole thing. Our Furby has a bunch of little details for the face, and I am still trying to blow my perfect bubble, okay? Yeah, that's not it. They just don't make this stuff like they used to. I don't normally make videos while chewing gum, but today's a very special case. Okay, so let's start with the little Furby ear. Traced out the ear, so that's how we got the ear shape. And then for the eyes, shove a bunch of fondant in there, pack it in, then pop it out, let it dry and harden. And then for the eyelashes, I took a little piece of black fondant and a sharp cutting knife, and I just cut, boop, 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 not all the way through, but just little slits to kind of make a fan, and then stick it underneath this, and then you can flail them up, and you can let it dry on top of one of these measuring spoons. Then you can just assemble them. And then for Furby's face, this is really cool. This was the template that we sketched it out. Just cut it out and stick them together with a little brush. And as you can see over here, I've got a little face already assembled. For the feet, we're using an orangey yellow fondant. Using a template again, I rolled it out to be quite thick, kind of like a biscuit. And then I cut out the shape and added some extra detail with my fondant pen just to like, whoop, make those beautiful creases. Last but not least, our Hubba Bubba ears. I cut a couple strips, laced them together like so they would look like the inner part of the ear. And then we're gonna take this, paint the inside, and we can just place that right in there. And then we're gonna pinch the bottom, and you get these cute little Furby ears. Next, we're gonna take our decorations and place them on the cake. Gonna put a little buttercream here. Gotta be really gentle because this is fragile, but that's gonna be our glue, and I'm just gonna try to stick it on here. Gentle, just kind of jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. This is naked Furby. Now it is time to pipe. This is the final decoration. I've got a gray colored icing and a white colored icing in piping bags with grass tips at the end. And grass tips are used for piping grass, like little grass on cupcakes, or fur. So you just pipe a little bit, you get it to connect, and then pull up. Connect and pull up. Look how cute that is. You're done. That's all you gotta do. You just do this to the rest of the cake. Oh my goodness, look how cute this little creepy Furby is getting. We're gonna place the ears. Just keep piping because this mohawk is pretty tall. I mean, we want a dome. And ta-da! We made a Furby cake with Hubba Bubba, and we used it to decorate the cute little ears. Okay, I think he likes it. Can you feel that? Here, little guy. What do you think? What's wrong? Are you allergic? Let me know how I did making this cake. Rank it 1 to 5 stars. I apologize in advance, Furby. It's your time. Let's do a big birthday slice. Up, 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 up. Hi, happy birthday. It's an ear cake. Look at all those layers. Furbies taste wonderful. The gum is in the ear, so just for decoration. This was great. Now, next cake.
All right, open your eyes.
Heelys. These were all the craze. If you have never heard of these, you have not lived. They used to pop out this little wheel on the bottom, and you could roll around like, wee. People People are no fun. If you're gonna ban these, you might as well ban roller skates. Heelys released in 2000. Boom! Heelys immediately skyrocketed in popularity, leading to kids speeding down sidewalks, through crowds, at the mall, and through school hallways. That's right, you don't want kids to be late to class. This obviously became a dangerous public nuisance. I beg to differ. In 2006, they were banned in many public places. The most dangerous and long-lasting injuries associated with the Heelys are concussions, but sprained ankles and broken bones are also common. Okay, yeah, maybe I'm seeing why these were banned. Let's see what candy we got. It's bendy. It's Airheads mystery. Is this watermelon? This tastes like slumber parties. I decided to make this Heely shoe a chocolate cake with chocolate Swiss buttercream. Can you tell I like Swiss buttercream? Maybe a little bit. I stacked and filled my cake layers, let them chill, and sculpted them to match my template. Then I crumb coated the whole thing. Now I'm gonna cover it with fondant. Then with a small sharp cutting knife, you're just gonna cut off the extra fondant. Now we're gonna add some fun little decoration details using a little fondant tool. So this end has a little wheel of spikes and this end kind of looks like a gear. So we're just gonna take this end, and over here I've just put a little bit of white food coloring. Ever so carefully, I've just traced by leaving a little impression with this tool where I want the stitches to go. It's so cool. Then we're just gonna keep doing that to add some little details all over the cake. Now for some shoe decorations for our little Heelys. For the shoelaces, the little circle eyelets, I made those out of fondant, so you can just use again the end of these really cool metal tips. They're so handy. So I've cut out a bunch of these, just rolled this circular little thing and covered it with Airhead and then cut it in half. So these are going to be the laces, and this is going to be kind of that cool strip that goes around the edging of the shoe. But to get it long enough, kind of meld these three together. So we're just gonna connect these, and then very gently, we're gonna roll them together using a fondant rolling pin. And now I'm gonna cut strips. Just keep cutting. We need one thicker strip and one thin strip. Now I'm just gonna take a little brush, a little water, paint at the bottom of the shoe. I'm gonna start with the bigger strip, place it on, I'm gonna wrap it around. And then for the smaller strip, same thing. Look at that, it's really starting to look like a shoe. On go the eyelets. We're just gonna paint a little water and then attach them. We're gonna add the little shoelaces. We're gonna place them in between. All right, looking good. Now we're just gonna keep adding our shoelaces. We're gonna attach our little wheel. Icing, pipe it right here. I'm gonna place this right in the middle of the heel. And to hold it up, because it's so heavy, I'm gonna use a toothpick and just put it in underneath. We're gonna do a logo on the heel, logo on the top of the shoe, and then Heelys on the side. And ta-da! Here is the Heely shoe cake that we made. I love this. I cannot believe that this is Airhead. This is so great. This is making me giggle. So let me know in the comments down below, how did I do? Rank my Heely's cake 1 to 5 stars. What would you give it? Well, this is officially the first time I've ever eaten a shoe. So here goes nothing. Oh my, I'll just take the toe. Oh, delicious, look at those. Chocolatey layers. Delicious. And now I'm gonna try to get the candy in there. Not flavor I would usually put together, but I'm not mad at it because again, the Airheads we use for more decoration and it's edible. I'm just really curious, I just wanna see if I can hold this. Okay, little Heelys. Oh yeah, they're pretty cool. Oh wait, it's a cake! That's a weird flavor combo.
And open your eyes.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, we've got a Kinder Egg. Rebel, rebel, rebel. This is one of the most notoriously banned food/toys in the US. My team said that they actually got this from the UK. They ordered it online and we didn't even know if we were gonna get it, but it came. It's a milk chocolate egg with a toy inside. Now in the US, they've like redesigned it where when you break it in half, one side's a toy, one side's food. I think this is still the original. The Kinder Surprise eggs, released in 1974. They were inspired by the Italian Easter tradition of giving children a chocolate egg with a surprise inside. Fun! Oh, I love that. It is a milk and white chocolate egg with a plastic capsule inside that contains a toy. In 1997, the product was banned for sale in the United States because the toy hidden inside can pose a choking and aspiration hazard for kids under 3 years old. Well, yeah, I mean under 3. I have a little nephew who is under 3 and he'll eat anything. This is based on a law from 1938, and not only is it banned to sell in the US, but also to bring it across the border. A fine for a single egg can be as much as $2,500. Kinder eggs are prohibited just like narcotics are prohibited? Okay, that's crazy. And if someone wants to fine me for bringing a Kinder egg into my kitchen, go ahead. A milk chocolate egg, they're comparing it to narcotics? I feel so rebellious right now. We're opening a real Kinder egg. Oh, look at that. Oh, how fun is this? Okay, so what we've got here is milk chocolate, white chocolate, and then here's the little toy inside. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Who is this? Is this Cinderella? Oh, and I love the double chocolate. Nice taste. Tastes like a $2,500 fine, and I am loving it. Whoa, this is a big candy. What is that? It's a variety pack. Yeah.
But wait, there's more.
There's more to this? This is a lot going on, Mike. What are these? Oh, Crazy Bones. Wait, this is a toy. This isn't candy. Crazy Bones, if you guys are not familiar, were released in 1996, and they became an instant hit. Collecting, trading, and playing with them were so popular that 31 million packages were sold in just 2 years. That is wild. The company would give free samples in cereal boxes that would get kids hooked. Some kids just traded them, some collected them, and others would battle them, meaning the Go-Go left standing upright was the winner. They gave in many designs and colors in every package, and having the potential for rare sought-after Go-Go, only fueling the desire to buy just one more package. Kind of like you gotta collect them all like Pokemon. Oh my gosh, this is wild! Crazy Bones were banned from many schools due to the kids' obsessive trading and gambling with them. I could see it. Oh my gosh. But banning them wasn't enough to stop kids from smuggling them into school anyways. Some kids would cut a slit into tennis balls to sneak them in. That is crazy because these are just pieces of plastic, y'all. There's a police helicopter circling now, and I think they heard about the Kinder egg. So let's bake this cake pretty quick. I decided to make this surprise egg with white chocolate, vanilla cake, and vanilla Swiss buttercream. I cut out a circle from the center of all my cakes except for one. I stacked and filled the cake layers and left the top layer open so I can fill it up later. I let it chill completely and then carved it to match my template. Look how cool our cake is looking, and it's nice and chilled. It's hollowed out. I'm gonna put these in there. Get in there. Ah ha 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 ha. Put some Crazy Bones, pipe some ganache around the top, and then we're gonna place the top on like that. Let me line it up. Bellissimo. Now we're gonna cover the entire cake with milk chocolate ganache. And then you're gonna smooth it out using an offset spatula. I'm starting at the top and I'm gonna continue to add some more as we go. Now that it looks like a huge chocolate egg, I'm gonna pop it in the fridge to chill. Now I've gotta cover this egg with fondant. Here goes nothing. Wrap that puppy around. Oh, that's okay, we'll hide that. This is not a professional technique, you guys. Don't judge me. So I'm smoothing out the front, which you guys can't see right now. And then the back, we'll deal with that in a minute. I'm gonna cut off some excess. And now with a small cutting knife, we're just gonna cut off the excess fondant at the bottom. I like to do it in little sections. Just keep working it around. The next layer of fondant that I'm gonna put on the cake is this kind of layer of orangey red fondant. I've rolled it out and I used this template, and I just kept moving the template down to get this shape. They're kind of like waves, a little bit of water, and I'm just gonna paint all around the bottom of the cake, just this bottom portion. Place it on. Okay, then we're gonna connect back here. So I'm gonna cut off the little excess right here. Boom, there you go. Just like the first layer, we're gonna keep smoothing it and cut off the excess on the back. Over here, I rolled out fondant, a bunch of different colors. You let it dry just a little bit. You want it to be a little bit hard so that it doesn't squish when you're cutting out all these cute little letters. I'm gonna use a little royal icing because it's just gonna have a little bit more strength. I'm going to pipe a little bit on the back, and you kind of got to tuck them under a little bit. Look how cute. See, like that, a little tucked, and just keep doing this to the rest of your letters. And ta-da, there you have it. Here is the Kinder Surprise egg cake. This was so much fun. I've never really made something like this before, and we've even got another egg over here for reference. Now, after all that work, I'm so excited to cut into it. We're gonna crack this puppy open. All right, let's cut into it. Oh, there we are. Oh, this is, you know, I never thought about it, but an egg-shaped cake is a very large piece of cake. Look at that, that's a nice slice of cake. Oh, look at those layers. Surprise, there's candy inside. And plastic toys, don't eat those. Oh, wait, I'm choking on a crazy bone. Just kidding. I just put it in there just a second ago. I don't know if I forgot to mention, but I will be putting all of the recipes down below in the description. So if you want to make this delicious recipe at home, you can. I can't believe this is real. So here are all the band toy cakes that we made today in combination with some nostalgic candy. I had so much fun making these. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know if you like these kind of videos, because I had so much fun making these. This just brought back all of the feels. Also, let me know, did any of you recognize any of these toys? Are any of these toys from your childhood, or is this just me? Am I just a geriatric millennial? Let me know. If you'd like to watch any other videos, you can click up here or here. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye-bye.